Hello YouTube, Emma Blaustein here, going up against Darkness Cell in a Blue Eyes White Dragon versus Mermail mirror match. And as you can see, we had a bit of fun there trying to figure out the rock, paper, scissors, which I eventually won. Please subscribe to Darkness Cell 1989, he's a very good duelist, a very good friend of mine. And here is the duel going off. Now forgive me if I don't recognise some of the Mermail cards. I've only duelled Mermail a few times before, but I do generally know how they work. Anyway, start off by setting a couple of cards there and I end my turn. I could have summoned out Red Eyes Darkness, but I decided not to because I didn't think I had enough cards to really do that. Anyway, Luke summons out Mermail Abyss Spike and gets its effect, discard a water card, and he gets to add, I think, a water level 3 or lower water monster. Now, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but on Dueling Network that day, for some reason Duel Network was going really slow. It was taking an age to load pictures, so I really am sorry if it does appear in this video. It probably will, more than likely, because it did quite a few times. Anyway, Darkness Cell attacks, sets a card, ends turn. Comes to my turn now, and I decide to go for the kill. I plan to go into Star Eater, but unfortunately it's kind of denied by Darkness Cell. Tell him I'm going to summon a monster, and he decides to use an effect veil on me. So anyway, I go into battle phase and attack. Decide to set another card and then end my turn, in which he activates the Abyss Sphere, which special summons a Mermail monster from the deck, which of course is destroyed, and it's Abyssaline, which we affectionately call Ariel. And when she's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Mermail monster from the deck. And of course we have Draco, Neos and Dark Magician 84 come in to watch us as well, if you can see their names down there in the corner there. And he adds Abyssal Gundine to his hand. And there was a bit of button misplay here, but he also sent a what was it called? That Mermail monster that it destroys back row. It's not heavy infantry, it's the other one. Oh shoot, I've forgotten what it is, but you guys probably know what it is. You'll probably see it in the graveyard right there at the moment. Marksman, that's what it was. Anyway, Darkness Cell plays Salvage to get back a couple of cards, which isn't good. It's pretty much going to overrun me. He attacks into Red Eyes, obviously to get the effect of Abyssaline. I activate Book of Moon to stop that because I do not want her to search out any more Mermail monsters or water monsters. He goes on the defensive. My turn now. I consider my options, and then I decide to use Red Eyes Darkness Melt effect to special the White Stone, and then a normal summon Bright Star and use Bright Star's effect on White Stone to become a level 3 tuner, and then a synchro. I decide to go for Ancient Sacred Wyvern. And because I've got 400 less life points than Darkness Cell, my Ancient Sacred Wyvern is currently at 17 attack. And Darkness Cell is actually kind enough to alert me that I forgot to add the Blue Eyes White Dragon to my hand, and hence he's okay with that because we're friends. You know, he knows it was just an honest mistake. And we go into the battle phase now. I attack the Abyss Spike, and then Red Eyes will attack the Abyssaline. I probably shouldn't have really done that. There you go. There's Duel Network starting to slow down a wee bit there. And Abyssaline's effect summons out Abyss Turge. Main phase 2, I decide to sit another Forbidden Lance just in case. And he gets the effect of Abyss Turge, which I believe sends monsters and that, and sends the Abyssal Gun, which gets Mermails and everything. So I'm not very familiar with Mermails. I do have a general idea of what they do, but I'm just trying to explain my best. Anyway, it becomes Darkness Cell's turn. He overlays his 2 level 4s. And becomes Silver Holy Ark, 101. And he steals my Red Eyes, which I'm not very happy about. I was very reluctant to give him the Red Eyes, mind you, but oh well. Unfortunately, my monster still And then he activates the effect of Abyssomegalo. I think it's Megalo. So he sends his 3 monsters to the grave. One of them happens to be a marksman, so it's going to get rid of my back row. He also sends Abyssal Gundine to the grave. So he gets his Abyssal Sphere to his hand. And Marksman's effect and will target my back row, and he also gets to special summon his Abyss Turge from one of the other Mermail monster effects. I think it was Ariel's effect. I chain Forbidden Lance to Abyss Megalo to obviously stop it running over Ancient Sacred Wyvern. So I take a little bit of damage from Holy Ark. However, he forgot that I've got the effect of Ancient Sacred Wyvern, so I just pay the 1,000 life points and put it in defense mode just to emphasize it was just resurrected and everything. You can't do anything else against that because the attack of Ancient Sacred Wyvern changes, but not the defense. So the defense is stable. He sets a card, becomes my turn now. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. I honestly have no idea what to do. I really have no real way to get back, to be honest, so I just try to make a play. Divine Dragon Apocalypse activates effect, send Blue Eyes to the graveyard to add a white stone back to my hand. I'm hoping to sink Ancient Sacred Wyvern and white stone, hopefully, but I actually forgot the only level 8 I've got is literally Stardust Dragon. Summons out another Abyssaline. I pay 1,000 life points a couple of times in order to keep my Ancient Sacred Wyvern out in the field, and then I take a bit of more damage from Abyss Turge attacking the Divine Dragon. So I'm very low down on life points now, but I've got a funny feeling I wasn't going to win this duel anyway, and then I draw something that I didn't want to draw, unfortunately, but that does happen. I go to check out what options I have with Lila 8, and that's when I realise I've only got Stardust Dragon, and it's like, yeah, not good. But I decide to go for it anyway, because it would be the highest attack monster on the board. Because the highest attack was a Megalo, I believe, and he's at 24, and Stardust is at 25. Whitestone's effect goes off, adding the Blue Eyes White Dragon to my hand. And then I decide to attack Megalo because it is the highest attack monster in the field and it's a pain in the neck, so trying to get rid of it. End my turn, but there's nothing. I know for a fact there's nothing really I can do. And then Darkness Cell summons out the Deep Sea Diva. Her effect goes off, and I think this is where Dual Network starts to slow down a little bit, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, he summons out Heavy Infantry. And then he synchros for a Crimson Blader, which completely annihilates me, frees up the field. That's it. Boom. Game 1 over. That's it, unfortunately. So first game goes over to Darkness L, and then we go straight on to game 2. Now I start off game 2. Now something happens at the end of game 2, which means we don't go to game 3. That'll be explained in a moment. I start out with a much, much better hand. So Maiden, Wonder Wand, effect, get out my Blue Eyes. And again, this is when Dual Network was going very, very slow, and I started to get a bit frustrated with it. Let's just say the guys on the Skype call were a bit shocked at how annoyed I got at it. But if this was the first time in a long time I've been on Dual Network, and I was a bit annoyed how it wasn't going to my plans. Anyway, I set a Mirror Force, end turn. Darkness Cell decides to summon a card D, or as we call it, the Vroom Vroom. Yeah, here's Dueling Network slowing down again. Goes straight to the end phase, draws us 2 cards and everything. I decided previous turn not to use Maiden's effect just in case. Darkness discards Tidal because he had too many cards. I used the effect of Bright Star on Maiden, however. I asked if Darkness Cell has a response, and he actually does. He was actually considering whether or not to let it go through, but he eventually decides he doesn't want that to happen, so he effect Veilers the Maiden, which is fair enough. So I decide to tribute Maiden, get her, and get get 2 draw cards, because I've got 2 monsters on the field. Relatively good draws, although 2 Divine Dragon wasn't really good. So attack for 19, and it goes through. Attack for 3000, and it goes through. Until I get a Gores, and that isn't good. Thankfully I've still got my Set Mirror Force, and I set my Forbidden Lance as well, just in case. I didn't want to Dark Hole on this, absolutely have to. Anyway, the effect of Abyss Megalo goes off, so he sends off his Marksman, a Heavy Entrant, Infantry, and... I can't remember what it was. I think it could have been a Misceline, Aerial. I think it was Aerial or Gunji, one of those two. He gets his Abyss Sphere to his hand. Via that effect, Marksman destroys my Mirror Force, which I'm not happy about. And Infantry actually decides to destroy Brightstar Dragon. Because he's got worse plans for me, he overlays his 2 level 7s into a Big Eye and takes control of my Blue Eyes. I am not impressed, to put it politely, by this move. Yep, not impressed at all, so I take a good few... I take 6k to the face because the token has the attack power from the Blue Eyes' previous direct attack, so I'm down to 2000 life points, and it's like, yeah, not good. However, I'm hoping for Salvation next turn. Then he sets 2 face downs, and I'm like, oh dear, that's never going to be a good thing. And then I started to get frustrated at Dual Network here because it wasn't letting me go to my turn. And I thought, well, not bad, I can do a bit of damage here. I still have my face down Forbidden Lance, so I go Dark Hole, you know, get rid of the opponent's side of the field, and this is Dueling Network acting up again. I'm really sorry for this, I don't know why Dueling Network was doing that. It was acting up like this for a lot of people yet the other day there. And then I go my combo of Divine Dragon Apocalypse. I believe I discard Whitestone. Oh no, I don't, I just banish, sorry. I banish and special summon out the Red Eyes Darkness. And then I'm about to summon... I try to summon out the Whitestone of Legend to go into Star Eater. And then the unthinkable happens. And I'm wondering what the heck's going on here. And I don't know what's going on. And then... this happens. I lost connection. I lost connection. How annoying is that? And apparently, according to Luke, I would have won the game. Yeah. I would have won the game had that not happened. So... I was very, very angry, to say the least. Let's just say the guys on Skype have never ever seen me so angry before. When this happened. But anyway, we all decided not to go back on Dual Network because it was really acting up and there was nothing else we could do. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video there. Please subscribe to Darkness Cell 1989. And we'll see you guys in the next video, so take care now. Bye!